If you're grieving, then this is for you. Hi, my name is Sangeeta Devan. I'm a newly published author. My book, Hope Beyond Grief Surviving the Unthinkable, is launching this June. And I'm doing this for YouTube live video. I wanted to go live on YouTube, but there was some problem with the software and my webcam and all of that. But I will be getting that sorted for next week so I can go live there. I can connect with you live. But welcome here if you're here for the first time. It's so lovely to see you. Like I said, I'm Sangeeta Devan. I help people who are grieving loss of a loved one, because, we all go through this emotion of grief. Um, and it's not just about losing a loved ones. Sometimes we lose relationships, sometimes we lose ourselves, and we grieve the older version of ourselves, or we grieve the relationship, the dreams we had with those partners. We grieve the roles we play. I remember feeling a lot of grief and loss when my boys went to university. So grief is not just about losing a loved one. Bereavement can be, and it is very wide. But what I want to share about grief is, it's an emotional journey, and it cannot be resolved by just thinking. You cannot think your way out of grief. You have to feel your way and to heal that. So why I became a grief expert is when I learned, of course, I'm a spiritual mentor, energy healer. And when I lost my husband coming up to 5 years ago, I went into very deep, dark place. And because thankfully I had certain spiritual tools, my journey was or looked a little different from other people. And we all have unique journeys. When we grieve, we all are grieving, even for the same person. We all grieve in a different way, depending on the relationship that we had, depending on the kind of person who we are. So for me, I went much deeper inside my cocoon, and wanted to heal and wanted to protect myself and my boys. So firstly, if you have lost somebody and you're watching my YouTube video, my heart goes to you. I'm sending you so much love, and know that this space is safe. It is sacred. There is no judgment. So please take whatever resonates with you and share this video with somebody. If you know someone is really struggling, if they have just gone through a bad relationship breakdown, or, our health is sometimes when it deteriorates, we grieve, about our health as well. So there's a lot of stuff. But again, I always emphasize that it's an emotional journey, and our logical mind cannot fathom what we feel, what we experience. So, yes, we can keep ourselves busy, we can try to avoid pain, but this journey is not about going bypassing pain, because if you bypass it or if you suppress it, it comes up much later in life. That really, really, create a lot of blocks, whether be it in our emotional body, be it in our physical body. And I've seen it through my own eyes, when we don't grieve for the person, we don't talk about the loss, because we don't feel safe. Sometimes that's the thing. We don't want to talk about loss because the emotions are quite intense, and we feel that maybe other people will not be able to hold space for us. So that's what I want to do. I want to hold space for you. It's a safe place for you to share. But I want to share three things today from my journey, what I did that really helped me on my path and where I am today. Like I said, I have written a book to help people, no matter what you go through in life. Hope is always there. Hope always remains. It's about us taking the our unique route, but doing the right things so we can, get to the other side of the intensity and the pain and sadness. So what I did, again, like we all experience grief, and that's the truth of it. And I want to share actually the cover of my book, Hope Beyond Grief, Surviving the Unthinkable. It's my author's copy. So, of course, it has not not for sale sign, but it'll be launching on 23rd of June, and you will be able to grab your copies. And My intention of writing this book is, of course, sharing my healing tools with other people and my journey as well. So let me share what three things, and one of the things I've written is like, grief isn't a puzzle to solve because our mind can solve problems. It's not a problem. It's entirely about emotion. So we need to learn to tap into our emotions. And when we tap into it, sometimes it's scary and sometimes it's uncomfortable, and that both are okay. We don't have to rush out of it. If it is uncomfortable, sit with it for a few minutes, become aware of it. And throughout this journey now, I will be sharing how you sit with your emotion, how you feel it, and I will maybe share some meditation, some processes live as well with you guys. So, one of the things that I did, like I said, because I had spiritual tools, I had some knowledge, is I lived a life where I was always about other people. And I used to say it quite proudly. I used to say to my friends and family, hey, if you need me, even in the middle of the night, I'm there. You just have to pick up a phone call and just call me. And what happened is, I formed this personality where, I was always focusing on outside world, other people, rarely on myself. So what happened is when, my husband passed away, I had so much time on my hand, and because I was in pain, I started to connect with myself in a deeper way. And I won't lie, in the beginning, it was very, very tough. I was like, what do I do? What do I do? So I was constantly looking to watch something, to call somebody, to do something, and the moment, you can do so much in your day. But then when pain was so much, when there was so much emotions coming out, then I used to take my time. I was like, no, I don't want to put that on somebody else. This is my emotions. I have to deal with it. So then I went within me and I said, okay, Sangeeta, let's look at ourselves. Let's get to know myself. And I started to spend some time with myself in deep, long meditations. I started to go for walks. And what started to happen, I realized that the amount of energy that was going out in the world was so much that there was hardly anything left for me. And I was feeling very drained and very tired. And there was, I think, to hold other people's space, I was feeling irritated. I was like, I don't want to know what's going on in your life because I'm dealing with it myself a lot. And of course, people didn't realize that because for them, I was still the same Sangeeta. But what they didn't realize that I was changing so fast. And I was getting irritated, and I didn't want to hear and tap into other people's problem and be their safe space. I wanted somebody to be my safe space. But when I looked around, not many people were there for me to hold that space because one, they didn't know. Grief can be very hard to have a conversation. A lot of people get uncomfortable when you cry. And I, as an empath, as an energy healer, I pick up on people's clue. And I was thinking, as soon as I used to cry, I could feel the discomfort in people, and they just wanted to change the topic, or they wanted to make me laugh, or they wanted to just ignore. And all of that was creating a lot of pain in me. So I said, okay, clearly people are not getting the idea that I need them. I need them to be my safe space, like how I provided. And, I did, after a few days, I did realize that not everybody has the same energy, not everybody has the same capability or skills, and it's not about right or wrong. It's the way people are, and I realized that I have trained them that I'm always going to be there for them, but I have never asked for anything back. And one, asking was uncomfortable for me. Second, when I asked, I think I saw a lot of people pulled back and not show up for me. So that was a heartbreak. But what I realized, and I started to really started to speak my truth, and I was like, okay, when people were coming and telling me their own stuff, and I said, you know what, I love you, but I have to leave you right now because I have no I don't have enough energy to deal with, to process my pain and to give time and energy to you. So I started to move away from certain people who would just take, and they just wanted to dump their emotional stuff on me, but they didn't want to know what was going on, and they would always avoid. So yeah, that was one thing, that I pulled my energy back. And what happened was magical. I started to heal faster because I was just processing my energy, not other 50 people or 20 people who I used to provide a safe space for. So that really was magical. I started to heal. So I started to get to know myself. So that was really, really beautiful. And second thing I did is I shifted, because I took time out for me, I shifted my energy. And rather than saying, okay, I'm in pain, I'm in sadness, what do? I said, okay, let's actively do something to heal. And I had a lot of processes I knew, but I think, I could heal other people and I could be there for people. But I realized that yes, I can go within, I can get to know me, I can do certain things, but I need other healers. I needed therapists. I need my healing community. And they really, really supported me. I've had friends in US zone. And even in the middle of the night, I remember one night, two, half two, in the morning, I just couldn't sleep. I was just distraught. I was crying, crying, crying. I was like, I can't carry on going like that for days. So I just sent a message in my healing group, and so many ladies just pour their love to me. And one of them say, okay, jump on my call right now because you are distressed and you need healing. And she held my space so beautifully, and she healed me for, I think, over an hour. And then I slept. So, so we have to actively look out for help, ask for support. And I knew I couldn't ask for support from my family and friends who were not spiritually aware or not have those practices, because that's where I was seeing the discomfort in them. But I could rely on, I had my healing community. I had certain souls who knew what I was going through it, who knew exactly what I need. And I reached out to them and I received help. So second thing is always actively look for what you can do. So yes, talking to, some of you might be really lucky. You might have family and friends who hold your space beautifully. But I really suggest to reach out to professionals who know what they're doing, who can see your energy body, who can support you. Because again, if somebody, you ask for support, somebody needs to be in a higher vibration than for you to receive from them. Because if somebody is in similar vibration, you or lower than you, they really cannot help you. They cannot help you to heal. They will drain you more. So that's the second thing I did. I shifted my entire focus on just processing grief and pain and saying, no, I need to actively heal. So that's the second thing I did. I reached out to professionals. Number three, I allowed myself to learn and grow. That's what happened is I remember waking up one morning and seeing, okay, it's been almost 2 years now. I've been processing, I've been healing. But where do I go from here? Because my boys have grown up and they are living their own life. They're doing something for themselves, which made me feel really happy. They were struggling as well, but they were actively doing something, going out, learning, growing, finding jobs, and doing other stuff. So I thought, okay, I had a healing background. I have done energy healing. I have learned certain ways to, heal the family wounding, family contracts, and things like that. But I want to, my focus always have been, how do I support other people? How do I serve other people? So then I thought, okay, my mind is craving for new knowledge because I'm always learning and expanding. Every year, I think I enroll myself to one or two new things that I learn and explore. And my intention is to learn for myself so I can help myself and help others. So actively, I allow myself to learn, to grow and evolve, but not avoid pain. So I learned how to grow and evolve through that pain. I went through it, no matter how uncomfortable it was, no matter how emotional I got, I just didn't stop. So I enrolled myself to become a rapid transformational therapist and hypnotherapist. And then next year I learned Akashic record reading, and then I became a spiritual mentor. So right now, what I do is I hold space for you, people who are grieving. Like we said, either you have lost a loved one, either you have lost your marriage, or lost yourself in a relationship, or lost yourself because of your ill health. I hold your space the way you want to, the way you feel safe, with no judgment at all. And I really would like you to, like I said, share a bit of you in the comment section. You can find me, on Facebook, Sangeeta Devan, on Instagram, Sangeeta Devan UK. And if you don't feel like sharing in the comments, I want you to DM me and share with me what are you struggling. And of course, I will share my book when it comes out. But I want you to know there's always a way. But yes, we cannot bypass pain. That's where we create trouble. That's where we create ailments. That's why we create breakdown in relationships. So what we have to do is we have to take time to feel those emotions. And I will share how, and maybe I will do some live calls as well with you guys to be part of that, to feel the emotions and go through it. But that's all my work. I'm here to serve in a way that helps me as well. And yes, I will share the process that helped me, and I have shared that all in my upcoming book. I'll be creating a beautiful journal as well, because journaling I found was very, very therapeutic. It's just I was putting all my emotions out, emptying the vessel, so I can receive more love from the divine, from my healers, from when I do meditation, or from, nature, all of that. So yeah, I was, like I said, trying to go live on YouTube, but there was something, software update needed to happen. But I thought I'm just going to create a video and I will share this on live stream. But whatever you do, be easy with yourself, love yourself, and start looking in your world. Who are the people who are not good for you right now? Just because you're grieving, just take a break. There is no harm. And people who decide to walk away from your life because you had to take time out for you, they were not for you. And people who are just take, just say, hey, there's a lot going on for me. I can't be there for you. And I just need time. And actively look out for healing tools. If you can afford, look for a professional. Like I said, send me a message. If you would love to receive healing from me, go and visit my website, sangeetadevan.com. There's a lot of material there, and see if anything resonates with you that I said. I would love for your like, for subscribe, and just share this video with others, because more you share, more love you give, it might reach to people who really, really need. So whatever you do, take care of yourself until I see you next time. Bye.